Let's go live to Nottingham now. Holly Hudson is there for TalkTV. Holly, very good morning to you.
Good morning to you, Mike.
Thanks very much for joining us. A day after something absolutely horrific happened yesterday. We've seen the front pages this morning with the pictures of the two young students who were unfortunately victims of that mad rampage. What can you tell us this morning? What's breaking news there?
Well, as you say, we've heard a lot. We found out more about the identities of the two students, the two 19-year-olds, Barnaby Webber and Grace Kumar, whose bodies were found here on Ilkeston Road, stabbed to death yesterday morning at around 4 a.m. What we didn't know or haven't known is a lot about the third victim of these attacks, who was found dead on Magdala Road, just over a mile away from me here. But he has now, in the last few moments, been named locally as Ian Coates, a school caretaker in his 60s, who, as I say, we believe was stabbed to death in the early hours of Tuesday. Reports that he is the owner of the van that was stolen and hijacked by the attacker and then used to drive into a number of people in the city centre. Of course, one of those people is still critically injured and fighting for their lives in hospital. Now, keen to stress that the police as yet have not formally identified any of the victims. They have all been named locally or by family, but Nottingham very much waking up this morning in shock and sadness. Those are the words that we keep hearing from people here, from the university, from local council leaders, from politicians, because this was a tragic series of events, police described, that took place yesterday morning, that started here on Ilkeston Road. We of course know more about the timeline now, that as I mentioned, that the attacker hijacked a van on Magdala Road, just over a mile away, and then drove it into the city centre, hit 3 more people before police brought him to a standstill, brought the van in and detained, tasered the suspect. That suspect, 31-year-old man, is still in custody, remains in custody this morning. Not much more is known about the suspect as it stands. We understand that he is a West African migrant here illegally with a history of mental illness, and the police, it's understood, are moving their inquiry to make a focus on his mental state, moving it away from counter-terrorism or terrorism related. But in terms of the tributes, Mike, I've seen so many people arrive here on Ilkeston Road this morning, arrive at St Peter's Church in the city centre, laying floral tributes, asking the police officers where they can put their flowers. People in tears here because, as you mentioned, this was two young 19-year-old students walking home from a night out in the city centre. We heard from the family a devastating statement from Barnaby Webber's family today. They've released new pictures of the 19-year-old with his brother and his mum and dad. They describe the heartache they feel over losing their beautiful, brilliant, bright son. I'm just going to read this to you in full because it really is devastating. They say the complete devastation is not enough to describe our pain and loss at the senseless murder of our son. They say he was a beautiful, brilliant, bright young man with everything in life to look forward to. At just 19, Barnaby was growing into a wonderful young man. His parents were enormously proud of everything he's achieved and all the plans he'd made. His brother is bereft beyond belief. And at this time, we ask for privacy as a family to be allowed time to process and grieve. We've also had tributes from his cricket club and from Grace Kumar's hockey club as well. England Hockey, we believe she was a rising hockey star. Her family thought she was going to play in the Olympics one day. And England Hockey said they're saddened to learn the news of the tragic death of Grace. She was a popular member of the England under-16 and under-18 squads, and their thoughts are with Grace's family and friends. Now we know that there's a series of vigils planned, one on campus tonight, one in the city centre tomorrow, which council leaders and faith leaders will attend. There will also be a minute's silence. The council have announced a day of 6 p.m. tomorrow for Nottingham to pay their respects to the 3 victims that have lost their lives.
Holly, thanks very much indeed. Holly Hudson there, reporting live from the scene there in Nottingham where those attacks took place. A very busy road, obviously, in a place where there's quite a lot going on today. But yes, the statements from the parents of the two dead students, absolutely horrific. And also we've now found out the identity and the occupation of the third victim. We'll bring you more from Nottingham later on as soon as we get any further information.